Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the... man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Stockton. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Belt. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Branch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The give is to Miller. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can kick.
Into the secondary on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Steps away. That's got it. Touchdown, Georgia! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Miller. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to plays. So this can certainly open things up later.
Wants to throw on third down. The sure hands, it's Williams. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Creates a little space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Breaks the tackle. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Throwing on the run. Makes a grab deep. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
He's got it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going for 6. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good timing on the quick out. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Looking down the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. Out of the backfield, the running back snags it, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Horton. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend. But just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turn.
It's a running room. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. Still looking on the move. Fires downfield. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Stockton. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Miller. It's a seam wide open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because
he's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is not threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. And they will score! Touchdown time!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up, is now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete downfield. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Branch. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down and 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the 1st, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they've regained the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give them some space. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Horton. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for...
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. There he goes. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Cuevas. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Branch. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking for room. It's McCray.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it to him on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Running back searching for a hole. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going up top here late in the game. Intercepted.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football. You're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
They'll leave it with him. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Dogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the returner will be knocked down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We're set for a Power 4 conference matchup. It's the SEC versus the Big 12. Both sides looking for a statement victory today. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the third-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Sun Devils will kick this deep to start us off. And the return starts just inside the end zone. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the football first here today. We've got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense...
He's in the clear. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this week.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis. Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. It's positive yards.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Makes the grab. It's Frazier.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's Stockton. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. 7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. As the 1st down is still going. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32. And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete. So it's 2nd down and 10. Looking for a receiver. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come...
Breaks into the clear. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Buying time now. Rolling to his left. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. 1st down and 10.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
Dogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Arizona State's offense gets their first crack now. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Returner brought down by the coverage team. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. And the back now goes in motion. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Looking deep down the left side. And the pass caught inside the 15. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Now, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
The Bulldogs looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Dogs. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the run, he'll let it go. And he makes the catch. Where was the coverage? And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Frazier. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball for 31. See what the call is on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stockton. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. We've got a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to throw again. The sure hands. It's Branch. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and it's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. 1st down here for this offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Here's the 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down to the 45. And the Sun Devils will have 1st and 10 here. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. Now here he goes. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go. Makes the catch downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. It's a solid gain, moves the ball up to the 28.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Big throw caught on the left side. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Escapes the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Oh, there's the stiff arm. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. They'll go hurry up here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, 3rd down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside his 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. The Sun Devils bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. We'll see what he can do with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Bulldogs come up to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. Caught over the middle. It's Young. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The lead remains 3 after that miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. And the Sun Devils will line up to boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. You start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. He's in the clear. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Hand off to the single back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. It's all that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off on some nice positive yards.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking for a gap, it's McCray. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Young. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 10. All the way back for a score. Touchdown, ASU.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. It's a run to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Dogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it again. It's a quick grab. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain. A completion makes it 2nd and short. It's a shotgun run call. And they'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring them down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And that will give them the lead now. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And now the try here for the extra point. The PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Completion makes it 2nd and short. It's a quarterback keeper. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Moss. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Arizona State. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
And they knock through the PAT, so it's a 4-point game, 28-24. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a deep shot to the right. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Pressure is coming. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The first play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
That's caught. It's Thomas. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. To throw, it's Stockton. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch.
Boy, they get some big yards here on third down, but they're still going to be short, so to bring up a fourth down and a big decision for this offense.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Looking to throw it on first down. Punt over the middle. It's Moss. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that previous play. It's press coverage now from these DBs. It's a keeper. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Grinding away with the running game. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back. It's Levitt. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Sun Devils will send their punt team onto the field. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
And it's going to be way off. The receiver was wide open. The pass off target. Missed opportunity. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. QB to the tight end for a completion. Breaking free at midfield. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Play fake. Looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, I love to see this. Nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing by checking it down to his back, who's dangerous in the open field, picks up some really good yards, but that clock is still a big factor here.
They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Robinson. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Loose football. Ball scooped up by the defense. Breaks into the clear. Now the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Well, and that's another touchdown for this offense. They continue to go out there and battle. I want to see what this handshake's going to be like after the game. I don't know how the opposing coach feels about this late score.
We're set for a Power 4 conference matchup. It's the SEC versus the Big 12. Both sides looking for a statement victory today. The Sun Devils will kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Georgia's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. You got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive...
Punt team ready to boot it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense comes out for their first possession today. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing. Full times. Clearly he's going to be... And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. With the catch, it's Bell. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. They'll run it here. And he's not going to get there. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And here he goes. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. 1st and 10 play coming up.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a 1st down.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Gets rid of it on the move. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
1st down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. He's in the clear. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run. Important 2nd down play coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Frazier. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half.
Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. The Bulldogs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. It's an out route, the catch made. He bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Incompletion sets up a second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for some space. It's Frazier. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away.
The field goal is good. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. And they hand it off to the back.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side.
The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? To the air. It's Stockton. Defense is coming after him. What a catch! Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Tied up here in the 3rd quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid 3rd and long. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And the quarterback dropping back. Moves out of the pocket. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On the move now. Grab down the middle. It's Frazier. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. He keeps it. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Dogs. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pounding away with the run game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Ball rolls dead in the coverage seat. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On first down, it's play action. Buying time. Moving to his left. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.